So, coming down to see Marshall again. He's looking pretty comfy. So it's obviously a good thing. Say hi to the camera. Oh, stretch it out. So he's become pretty cool to my touch. If I go to reach for him around his face, he does shy away. He doesn't want to get poked in the face, but a couple pieces. So yeah, this is a dog that deserved to be put down because he was so aggressive the other day. Like I said before, I'm not going to try to push him too hard. He can do whatever he wants. I just sit here. He wants to come over to me. I'm just going to work on, like I said, with my classes. The first week, this is pretty much all it is that you just reinforce that, make the association between the sound the clicker makes and getting something to eat. I'm not asking for him for anything. I'm just letting him know that I'm here. I'm not a threat. No harm. So, I am reinforcing the fact he's sitting here on his blanket. So I said I'm not asking him for anything, but I am teaching him. I mean, dogs understand their body language. They understand what they were doing to get it. He understands that if he walks away, then these treats stop. So there's no reason for him to want to leave. I'm trying to raise my value in his eyes that he wants to come to me. So I also, it's not just food. One thing I have learned about him, especially feeding him this good stuff, this boy can light up a room. He's a stinky puppy. Yeah, came down here a little bit ago, and it was bad. So, working with him on the kennel, he still won't go all the way in. I do throw a treat. He'll go to the back. Oh, there he is. Good boy, Marshall. Making a liar out of me. I like it when dogs make liars out of me when it comes to behaviors like that. Before, he would reach all the way to the back, but his back feet would stay outside of the kennel, kind of like he is now. Good boy, Marshall. Good boy. Now this would be the same way that I would introduce a kennel to any dog, puppy or old dog, to try to get them comfortable with it. By throwing a treat in there, giving him a reason to want to go in, and then rewarding him for being inside of it. Letting him know that him being in there is a good thing. He will want to stay in there. Marshall. Good boy. Making it valuable to him. Good boy, Marshall. Good boy. Longer he stays in there, longer he gets treats. So this is positive reinforcement. I'm adding something to get a behavior to continue. Now, if he decides to come out of the kennel, then the treats will stop. He has the choice. He can stay in there, keep getting treats. He can come out, and the treats stop. So what I'm trying to do is teach him, get him to go into the kennel by himself and learn that his actions prompt me to continue treating him. So the fact that the treats aren't going right now is the negative reinforcement. That you don't get treats out here, you get treats in there. Now, I don't think he understands this yet, so I'm not going to withhold treats from him for not doing it. Because like I said, I just want to make positive associations. I'm not teaching him anything, an actual behavior. I do want him to get used to it. So I'm going to set up the situation again for his success. Let him know that, boom, look at, when he goes in there, a lot of treats happen. Good boy, Marshall. Good boy. See, he's got all 4 in here, so I make it really exciting. Good boy, Marshall. Yes. That's a good boy. Oh, reinforce him, give him loves while he's in there. Yes. Good boy. Continue to reinforce him, give him treats. Yes, good boy, Marshall. Good boy. Good boy, yes. Good boy, yes, Marshall. Good boy, yes. Yes, Marshall, that's a good boy. So I said, people would call this bribing him. I'm asking him to do something. If paying me for my job is okay, but paying your dog to do a job is bribery, I don't get it. Like, I just don't get how giving a dog something he wants for asking him to do something is wrong, but asking people to pay me to do stuff that they want me to do is perfectly okay. I mean, when you think about it like that, like, how else could you think of it? I'm trying to get him to go to do something he doesn't want to do. If he wanted to go into this kennel, if he was fine with it, he would do it. He's not. So I'm asking him to do something he doesn't want to do, but when he is doing it, I give him what he wants. I make it worth it for him. So I don't see, and in this situation, I'm like, why would you need to use punishment? I mean, what way you could do it is you could put a shock collar on him, and then you could hold the button down and shock him, and he'd go searching to try to find some place to do something to get to stop, and he would go in the kennel, and I would let it go, and he'd say, "Oh, awesome! It stopped when I came in here." So, but why would I need to punish him for doing something that is perfectly okay? It's okay to not be in the kennel right now. I mean, that's where I don't get where punishment. Why would you need it? It's not a fact. Does it work? It's worked for thousands of years. A lot of stuff humans do that isn't right has worked for a long time. Doesn't make it right. In that situation, I could do that. I don't think he'd like me very much for it. I don't think he'd want to come up to me unless when he did come up to me, I would let go of the button, so he would associate the release of pain, negative punishment by definition, with coming towards me. So yes, he would want to come towards me, more like he had to come towards me, because I'm not giving him any option. If he doesn't come to me, he's going to continue getting shocked. That's not desire to. That's desire to alleviate stress, anxiety, fear, pain, not wanting to. If I have a job that I don't like, but I'm afraid of what's going to happen if I lose it, I can't pay my bills, I lose my home, my family, that makes me afraid. So yes, I want to go to work. But that entire time, I'm not thinking how great my job is. I'm actually thinking how horrible it is. I'm looking for something better that would give me more money. I would be constantly bucking against the system. I wouldn't be going with everything they ask me to do because it's a bad job. They'd probably be asking me to do things I didn't want to do. However, if my boss and the job I liked, my boss paid me adequately for what I needed, made it fun, and it was something I enjoyed, I would want to go to work. If my boss told me to, hey, take a day off, No, no, hey, no, I can come in. No, don't worry, I'm fine. You know, that's desire. That's wanting to do what is going on, not being forced to because of fear of punishment. And I like going to work. I like working with dogs. Nobody's making me do it. I get reinforcement for working with dogs, especially a dog like this. I see him coming out of his shell. I see him being a happy dog. But, so, we're making progress. He went into the kennel. So what I'm going to do next is just get this blanket in there. See if he'll go in. He seems to be comfortable on it. Out there. He's walked into here a couple times. I do have his bone. Nice rawhide. Put that in the back there. See if he goes in. Good boy, Marshall. Reward him for making an attempt. Let him know that walking in there is gonna be beneficial to him. Now he's waiting to see if he's gonna get another treat. Yes, of course you can get a treat. I do want him to go in there. But he doesn't have to go in there. I'm just trying. I'm doing it for his benefit, not mine. I don't need him to go in there. I would like him to be able to get used to it, so he could just relax in this kennel and you wouldn't see it as a bad thing. I don't need him to stay in there. So he didn't. So I'm gonna pull it back out. I'll put some of it in there, like I had it. Give him his bone. Good boy, Marshall. Good boy. Whew. He's getting some good calories, but I saw a couple ribs, so I don't think he's starving. Starving for the need. Starving for necessity. He's a good boy. But, all right, that's another round with Marshall. Thanks. My lens is messing with my flash. Good boy, Marshall. See, that click was for being over here in the yard, because he was kind of stressed out here. Trying to take off this lens. Good boy, Marshall. Yes. Need a couple treats for looking through the fence. Good boy. Good boy. Ooh, shake it off. Shake it off. What are you doing? What are you doing? He's ran there for a second. Come here, Marshall. What are you doing? Yes. Good boy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. What are you doing? Good boy, Marshall. Okay, let's go back downstairs. Let's go lay down. Good boy.